afternoon. Welcome to Soccer Rocks with me, Baba Tando. Let me say in Spanish, bienvenido. Now, it's such a pleasure to let you know that Soccer Rocks is proudly brought to you by the kind courtesy of CheckieGhana.com as well as Big One Razor. Later on in the show, I'll be telling you what exactly CheckieGhana.com is about and what Big One Razor is also about. But you have to stick and stay with me for the next 30 minutes because there's so much to talk about, especially gossip from the camp of the Black Stars. Now, since when did it become? Let me just zip up and tell you all of that in the course of the show. But today I'm doing the show with the versatile man, the man they call Mr. Versatile. I like this song of his. I will sing it later on in the show, but it's Ochiame Kwame I'm talking about. He'll be joining me in just a little bit. Go onto Facebook if you're on your laptop, if you're behind your PC, if you have your phone and you have access to the internet. It's facebook.com/Joy News on TV. And we're asking, you know what has happened with the Black Stars already? Forget about the Brazil fiasco. Let's talk about the AFCON 2015. Your first game against Senegal last Monday, they lost. After this particular game, the loss that went to Senegal or went against Senegal, do you think that the Black Stars still deserve our attention? Do they still deserve our attention? Go straight to facebook.com/Joy News on TV and send in your comments. I won't mind if you also send in your predictions. But tonight or later today, that game between the Black Stars and the Desert Foxes of Algeria will be played at the Estadio de Mongomo inside Equatorial Guinea. I have the starting 11 for the Black Stars. Very soon I will be sharing that with you. But this morning, my cameras picked up what's happening at the Estadio de Mongomo ahead of that clash between the Black Stars and the Desert Foxes. Just take a little sneak peek at what exactly the stadium looks like and what's going on ahead of this clash. This is the Estadio de Mongomo. This is the Estadio de Mongomo where the Black Stars of Ghana will be playing against the Desert Foxes of Algeria. And, well, it takes just a little over 5,000 fans. The same place where the Black Stars lost to Senegal by 2-1 last Monday. The coach, Avram Grant, attributed it to the grass on the pitch, saying that it was a bit too high. Later on in the show, I'll tell you a lot more things that he's been saying concerning some conspiracy that he suspects against the Black Stars of Ghana. So let's just sit down and enjoy whatever would happen here today. Like I said, I bet you would have so much fun. Conspiracy theory in Mongomo ahead of Black Stars versus Algeria. So I asked you to go on Facebook, and already a lot of you have done that. You're commenting, and I'm very happy to announce to you that the versatile man is in the house already, in his white and red. You'll see him very soon. But on Facebook, this is what some of you are saying. Jamie Isaac, you think that the Black Stars do not deserve our attention at all. Amuzu Bless is also saying that. Stone Charles says he sees a 1-1 scoreline in tonight's game or today's game. John Okansi, you are actually sympathizing with them. Why not? They are representing Ghana, so they need our support. After all, we are not the only team that has lost its first match. Nana Benin says, not me too. So you're not actually supporting the Black Stars. We go on to Facebook. Daniel Bryan says that not at all. George Ajiman, Ghana will make it today, so God help us. George Cantref, I hope I got the name right. I think the Black Stars will lose by a lone goal. An 85th minute own goal by Jonathan Mensah. I so don't agree with you, but I know the Black Stars will come out victorious after today's game. And I was telling you about some gossip, conspiracy theory that I think is purported to be going on at the camp of the Black Stars. First was the team bus issue. Coach Avram Grant says that they have given, organizers of the AFCON have actually given his team a bus that's more like a ship. it is slow and it is old. So it takes a longer time to drive from their camp base or their team base to the training grounds, which is in Oyala. And I hear that Oyala, from Mongomo to Oyala, is like from Accra to Koforidua without traffic. So you can imagine. They have been denied good transportation and good training grounds. That's also coming from Coach Avram Grant. But you see, my fear here is that if he's saying all of these things, what should we expect? Do we expect that these reasons will not make, for these reasons, he will not win tonight's game, and for which reason we are coming home earlier than expected? I really don't get it. There's really more to talk about. There are more questions to answer. So do stick and stay. Let me just take a breather. I will be right back to continue with you on Soccer Rocks. Welcome back. This is Soccer Rocks. It's proudly brought to you by Big1 Razor and ChekiGhana.com. And Cheki Ghana is official online sponsors of the Black Stars. And they say that you should buy and sell any car of your choice online. The best bet is ChekiGhana.com. And the best razor to use if you want to get rid of all those hairs on any part of your body is Big1 Razor. There's absolutely no reason to doubt. It's so unique. So many reasons to love it. She is busy waiting for somebody. Wow. She's not easy. Did I sing it right?
Yes, perfectly.
Oh, you should employ me then.
No, I think I should do my next single with you. Are you ready? But are you taller than me? That's the only thing I don't like.
Oh my word.
Imagine going out with a girl who is taller than me.
Okay, I'll reduce my heels. Maybe it will do a lot of good.
And then she's causing trouble. You want to tell her something and say, I told you not to see that guy again. So I always want.
I know, right? When the height becomes a problem. You know, talking about height, you know our coach, Avram Grant, he says that one of the reasons he lost the first game, or Ghana lost the first game, was because the Senegalese players were taller and bulkier than his Black Stars.
Wow, I mean, is that an argument?
That's a reason.
Wow. So they could run faster because they had longer limbs.
But if they were taller and bigger, they had to win the balls in the air, I mean the Senegalese, so that the Ghanaians also had to win on the field.
Oh, but you know, they say that the strength of a man is not calculated by the size of his shoulders, the size of the brain, and how well you are prepared for the match.
I know, right?
I mean, even if you are playing against giants and you are prepared for it, there's no way they could be as tall as Goliath. The Davids will win.
You know, Avram Grant, this one, it is for you. Okay, Ochami, I'm sure you've been watching the AFCON. Even if you haven't, I'm sure you've seen Ghana's game, the one with Senegal.
Yeah, I saw it briefly because I was on Facebook, chatting and posting everything that I was seeing, so I couldn't watch the full match. But
Are you like me? I can't watch live Black Star matches.
Charlie, when I watch a Black Star match, sometimes before I realize I'm catching a fit. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. It's
never ever easy watching a Black Stars game for me, especially when it is live. But do you think that after what happened on Monday, they still deserve our attention?
Oh yes. You know, apart from Ghana, the word Ghana, the next biggest thing, or the next biggest important thing is the next biggest thing apart from Ghana, the country Ghana, is the Black Stars.
I know,
and
right?
You know, so whether success is not winning constantly, it's how well you bounce back after you fall. So whether they continuously win or they fall, we have to always be behind them. Plus, it is not the winning alone that determines how well they play. They play as a team, because sometimes you have worked well, you have rehearsed, you have done your practice, you've done everything, but you go to the playing field and then the people just prepared better than you. So they beat you. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't go back to your drawing board to take a good look at your strategy.
But the funny bit is that you've lost. Okay, so I think the best that you can do as a coach is just tell us that, okay, we lost. Let's put it behind us. We're doing this A, B, C, D, E to ensure that we win our second game. And you're coming back with all sorts of excuses like the bus is old, the bus that they've given your team is old and is slow, the distance from your hotel to the training grounds is really long, the grass on the pitch is too long. Like, seriously?
No, media, for the excuses, I'm not with the excuses. But we shouldn't lose, even in defeat. So if we let a sports match affect the nation's persona and the nation's respect or love for the Black Stars, then it means as a nation we've lost. So yes, we were defeated, but we shouldn't lose hope in the Black Stars and hope in Ghana.
You should be a motivational speaker. So I'm talking about buses and problems. First, let's see the team bus that has been giving Senegal. It's coming up in your screen. So this is the bus for Senegal. I don't know. I think if it was in Ghana, I would say one of the STC buses. So this is it. This is the Senegalese bus, right? Let's move on and see the bus that has been given to the South African team, the Bafana Bafana. South Africa's team bus. Let's see it. That is the South African team bus, all right? Okay, we didn't get too close to give you a perfect shot, but I think this does make some is okay. All right, now this is a South African team bus at AFCON 2015. Let's move on and see Ghana's team bus. Okay, so I need Ochami, I need your candid opinion. This is Ghana's team bus. You've seen that of Senegal and South Africa.
Can I make an analogy?
Oh yes, that's what
you are going to perform in London, and some of the performers who are coming from other countries, they get limousines, and a taxi takes you to the place, and then you outshine everybody on stage.
Thank you.
Isn't that what the story is supposed to be about?
Thank you.
I mean, how does a bus affect the play? Because I know that they put them through a lot of psychological training and mental training and physical training as well. So how does a bus, yes, let's say, yes, the other two buses are nicer.
Okay, so if this one was in Ghana, it would have been a Metro Mass Transit bus or a Tata bus.
This one would have been a Tata with a soil engine. Ta, 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 ta. But no matter what, even if they were in taxis or even if they were walking to their place, the bus is not an excuse at all. Plus, this is a cool bus.
It is, honestly, I don't see any. It has four ties, right?
It has four ties.
It's okay.
It will obviously have air condition. Plus, even if it's not comfortable, you will be in it only for 2 hours to take you to the place and bring you back. So I don't understand why.
So Arangan doesn't have he hasn't got an excuse there.
Excuse for a bus?
Yes.
No way.
And you see, the reason why I even think he should keep mute and just deliver is that it took Equatorial Guinea 50 days, only 50 days to put this competition together. You know, Morocco was originally scheduled to host it, and they said afraid. Ebola,
and they couldn't host it. Ghana, we said Ebola.
So we went to Equatorial Guinea, and in 50 days they managed to put this together. I mean, does this happen in his country?
Well, you see, the thing about sports is that you must play as a team. Soccer especially, football is a social game. So no matter what, plus there could be other reasons why we got this bus. Maybe we didn't get there early. Maybe the other people planned better. Maybe the administration, you know, maybe they sent a rider and said that we want a bus with these specifications, and we didn't.
You know the funny thing? They used this bus. They got to Equatorial Guinea 4 days before their opening game on Monday. This is the bus they used throughout before their first game. So if it gave them problems, why didn't they complain? Why didn't they say something before the first game? Why did they wait till losing? You
see, that is one thing that we all do. We all like excuses. We like excuses too much. I think, me personally, the general problem with the Black Stars is that each one of the players is playing in Germany, Holland, Switzerland, Spain,
England,
Turkey. You know, so you bring them together for 1 week, and then they rehearse to go and play with a team that has been playing constantly for 2 years. Even if they are musicians, they will score against you. So that is something that I believe we should move beyond all these big names and have a dream team, a Black Stars dream team, that we pay them well. At least half or a quarter of the monies that hitherto they would have received, and keep them here in Ghana and let them play constantly for a year before the World Cup qualifiers. And when we qualify, we keep them here
Unfortunately, you keep them here. It means that you have, if he takes $50,000 a week, you have to be prepared to pay him that.
I mean, if that is the price, we must pay for soccer. If that is the price, we must pay for all the people who are going to have fits and get strokes, and all the people who are going to have post-traumatic depression after the football. If that is the price we are going to pay to make sure that we keep them happy, I think we should. I think we should have a dream team, because Ghana has been known to be the
Brazil of Africa.
The Brazil of Africa. For what? We've never even gone to the finals in the World Cup before. So I believe that if we are going to be on that path, we are going to become number one. Football is a social game, and the society must be analyzed, understood, and we must play well as a social team.
Avram Grant, I hope you are listening. I really hope you're he's a musician, but he does talk a lot of football sense. Honestly, he does talk a lot of football sense. Okay, we'll come back to Ochami for him to tell us what Avram Grant and the boys need to do this afternoon to ensure that nothing short of 3 points is what they get from that game at the Estadio de Mongomo. But the starting 11 is out, and Coach Avram Grant, I think he's been listening, so he has reverted to the familiar 4-4-2 formation that we know that Ghana does well with, and for which reason he's had to drop Cuban Krasnodar midfielder Rabiu Mohammed. He's not part of that game. Ifeanyi Akwa is actually starting for the team together with Emmanuel Ajiman-Bedu. So this is what will happen. Andre Ayew and Christian Achu, they will man the flanks, with Jordan Ayew supporting the returning team captain, that's Asamoah Gyan, right there up front. So Awal Mohammed also drops to the bench as Daniel Amate starts in central defense alongside Jonathan Mensah. Full backs Harrison Afful and Baba Rahman, they will maintain their places on the 2 and 3, position number 2 and 3, as does goalkeeper Razak Bama. He also keeps his place. So let me just give you the starting 11 again. This is a 4-4-2 formation. So there's goalkeeper Razak Bama, Harrison Afful there, Daniel Amate on the other side. Baba Rahman and Jonathan Mensah will play in front of Harrison and Daniel Amate. Then we'll also have Baba Rahman also there. Some way, somehow, he will play alongside Jonathan Mensah in central defense. Christian Achu, Ifeanyi Akwa, Emmanuel Ajiman-Bedu, Andre Ayew, they will be in the midfield. Jordan Ayew will play right behind captain Asamoah Gyan. So these are the players who will be what should I say? Who will be bringing us the 3 points today? Who will be beating Algeria today? Ochami. Do you really think he's dropped Rabiu Mohammed? He's also dropped a defender, Awal Mohammed. Ajiman-Bedu is there. Ifeanyi Akwa is there. What must we do? What must these gentlemen do to beat Algeria today?
You see, I have seen Ghana play before. I've seen Ghana play well. Last year, when Ghana played Germany in Brazil, you see the vim with which the boys played.
Yeah.
If they play like that today, Brazil will go back home, and every negative thing that is supposed to happen to my people will happen to their people. I'm telling you. You know, so I honestly think that they should play
with their hearts.
With their hearts.
With everything.
They should play as though that is the last game they are playing. And I know these boys can play. The only difference, the only difficulty here is that they don't get to play together for a long time. So sometimes they passing the ball to Southeast and the guys in Northwest.
But that is why there's training every other day when there's no game.
For 2 weeks. Yeah. You know, so what I think that they should do now is to go into their hearts. This is not a time for training. This is not a time for a time for ego. This is not the time for complaining. This is the time to decide to play as a team and to decide to win. Because like Okreku told me when I was a young man, that I'm still a young man. You know, he told me like 20 years ago that winning is an attitude. Wear it.
Thank you. Thank you. Ochami will be back to tell us how old he was 20 years back. Stick and stay. Soccer Rocks will be right back. Welcome back. This is Soccer Rocks, and it's amazing how Ochiame Kwame is speaking football with me. I'm just amazed. In fact, I underestimated him in that regard, but today he has put me to shame. Soccer Rocks is brought to you by the kind courtesy of Big One Razor, as well as CheckYouGhana.com, the online sponsors of the Black Stars. Ochiame, now my name so to make a football say. I'm shocked. I'm amazed.
Football.
I know you play football. I've seen you in a couple of games, right?
Oh, yeah. I started playing football since a long break last Sunday. And I played for, yes, last Sunday. And I was able to play for 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
Wait. Let me be sure of what you're saying. Do you mean 40 minutes?
No, I played for 4 minutes and 18 seconds. And then do you know what we call imparfait in tree?
Yes, that thing that holds.
Exactly. Something came here, and I was dying.
But
I promised myself that every Sunday I'm going to play.
Definitely, you should. Okay, a few messages on Facebook. PJ, I don't think so. It's too late for me to support them. Don't worry, you should still support them. Asamoah Diego Foster says victory for Ghana. They can play even against, Eric, that is too harsh. Kusi Benjamin says they don't deserve our attention. Okay. Oheneba, you are saying yes, it is good to believe in your country. Go Black Stars. Don't I love you? Thank you so much, Oheneba. All right, those are a few of your messages. Oh, and Kofi Teria says Ghana 2, Algeria 1. Do you believe that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I
think Ghana 2, Algeria 0.
Ghana 2, Algeria 0?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Let's just speak to Delali Atiase, my colleague, who is currently in Mongomo. Hello, Dela. Good afternoon to you. Hello, Dela. Okay, I think we lost him on there, but let's just check out the fixtures and a few graphics for today. First, beginning with the trivia for today. Let's check out our trivia for today. Oh, did you know? Ivory Coast 6-1 Ethiopia. Ivory Coast 6, Ethiopia 1 in 1970, and Guinea 6, Botswana 1 in 2012 are the highest winning margins in AFCON history. So that's a bit of trivia for you. Let's check out some updates coming from the camps. Let's get some camp updates right about now. So, Ghana's coach, Avram Gant, he's hitting out at African Cup of Nations organizers for giving his side a shoddy bus, a lengthy commute ahead of the critical Group C clash with Algeria. We've discussed that one already. Ochiame says Grant has no reason to slam. Punto final. That's the end of the discussion. He has no reason. Okay, so Bafana coach Ephraim Shakes Mashaba has made 2 changes to the starting 11 that will take on Senegal in the second match of their game today. And so Darren Keats is one of them, and Mabok also will start for Bafana today. Remember that Kotse is out of the game due to injury. Referee Koulibaly, he's from Mali. He's handling our game between Algeria this afternoon, and I think I like this gentleman because he's very gentle. He seems very astute, and he knows his game. He knows what he's about. So, Koman Koulibaly, more grease to your elbow. Make sure that Ghana wins. And final updates for today. Zambia coach Anna Nyanza says that his team, they played selfishly. The reason why they couldn't win yesterday, he says that teamwork is good for matches like that. And remember that Zambia, they lost by 2-1 to Tunisia yesterday. Now let's take our fixtures for today. Of course, match of interest, Ghana, Algeria coming up at 4 p.m. live on the Joy Sports channel, as well as the Adum TV channel on Multi-TV. Like I said, Ghana, Algeria at 4 p.m. today, Estadio de Mongomo. Later, Senegal will take on South Africa. That's at 7 p.m. Also live on the Joy Sports channel as well as Adum TV channel on your Multi-TV Digibox. Don't watch it in someone's room or in his office. Get your own. Standings as of today for Group C. We know it's Algeria on top with 3 points. Senegal also with 3 points. Ghana with no points. And then we have South Africa also with no points. Do we have Delali Atiasi on the phone now? All right. So we are wrapping up with Ochame Kwame. He needs to go and sing some music. Ochame.
Hello.
You said 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Yes.
What are you up to? Anything we should expect from you in the not too distant future?
Oh yes, yes. Yesterday I dropped a new song on.
Hey, sing me a line.
Are you sure?
Yes.
This boat I will not let me sing.
No problem. We'll meet in chamber so you sing it to me alone.
So
okay.
Yesterday I dropped. It's called Metren, so people should watch out for it. And you know, the song is about how young people, if you are a young guy, you are in your 1-bedroom apartment, your girlfriend is visiting you, the way you clean every part of the room.
I know, right?
But you forget to clean inside your heart, especially the place that she's coming to visit. Wow. You know, so that's what the song is about.
Okay.
So Metren was out there. And then apart from that, at the administrative level, Gamlo has elections coming up.
Yes,
for next month on the 11th. So watch out for it.
Okay.
And, you know, and apart from that, what else? We are Ghanaians. I need to rush to go. Every day Ghana plays, I do an update on my Facebook page for all the people who do not get to watch.
Okay.
You know, so I need to go and get ready.
So he's an online commentator.
Yes, that's what I do. And then it's so fun.
It's so fun, right?
The only part is that when you write go and it's against Ghana.
I know it hurts so bad.
I'm telling you.
But Ochame, thanks so much for passing through. Kwame Isiapo, I got to know your real name just today.
Wow, really?
Yes. You predicted again 2-0, right?
2-0.
Who scored the goals for Ghana?
I think they did again. And my man Asamoah.
Yay!
Yes.
All right. So all of you get behind your multi-TV sets like now and get the pre-match discussion. There's AFCON Diaries ongoing at this moment. And then afterwards, we're going to have the pre-match discussion for Ghana, Algeria. 4 o'clock, Punto, is that game live. So make sure you don't miss it on the Joy Sports channel or Adum TV channel. Soccer Rocks is probably brought to you by Big One Razor and ShekiGhana.com. My name is Baba Tando. I've been doing this with, and he's taking a picture of me. I've been doing this with Kwame. He is better known as
Ochame Kwame,
the versatile man. I like that one. So I'll be back on your screens, same time, same place on Monday with another exciting edition of Soccer Rocks. Until then, be good. Hasta la vista.